What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. We're here at Lapeer Dragway, getting ready to run the Harley today. It's been about a year since I've had the Road Glide at Lapeer, but we're back. We got the new Ram pulling the trailer, got the Harley here, got the pit bike here, and yeah, we're gonna see what we can do today at Lapeer Dragway. The last couple times I've ran the bike, I've ran at Milan Dragway, and I just feel like the prep is way better here at Lapeer. Milan Dragway is not as sticky, and I cut a better 60 foot here at Lapeer. So I can't wait to try the new 128 setup here at Lapeer. Alright guys, so check out this turbocharged Road King here. This is Jim Frederick. He owns Gauge Mods. This is the guy that did the gauges in my Road Glide. He does all the LED customized gauges. So make sure you guys hit him up. I'll put it up here on the screen and leave a link in the description below. Check out Gauge Mods. He's a local guy here from Lapeer. He's got a badass turbocharged Road King. Check this out, guys. This thing's running on a fuel tech. Bad bitch. Can't wait to see this thing make a hit down the track. Alright guys, so I just got teched in and signed up. I'm gonna be running a 1/4 mile bracket class and an 1/8 mile bracket class. So stay tuned. I'm gonna put the GoPros on the bike and we'll see how the Road Glide does today at Lapeer Dragway. Alright guys, so I'm going up against this Street Glide in round 1, and this guy here is super fast. He goes like consistent 1080s. You can see his dial in time there's a 1085. This bike here makes 200 horsepower. My bike makes 128 horsepower, and basically that's what bracket racing is all about. I'm not a fan of bracket racing. I'm more of a heads up guy. This is the first time I've ever bracket raced anything, bike, car, anything. So this is all new to me. Obviously I'm gonna take off before him because I'm dialing in 1160. Basically how I came up with my dial in time is because the first pass out I went 1158, the second pass out when I wheelied I went 1162, so I figured I'd split it right in the middle at 1160. Unfortunately, I was only able to get 2 test passes in today before the class started, so I didn't get much time on the bike to really dial this thing in and make it a consistent bracket racing bike. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dial in the 1160. He's dialing in a 1085, and we're gonna see how the Road Glide does against this Street Glide. All right guys, so as you can see here, I went 1151 at 105, which is super weird to me. I don't know why my mile an hour was so low compared to the first 2 passes. And he went a 1084 at 121, but he lost because he red lit. So thankfully he red lit. If he didn't red light, I would have broke out. I dialed in 1160 and ran 1151 at 105. So we went ahead and took the win for first round. Road Glide's doing good over here. No issues. I have to definitely figure out why my mile an hour is low on the top end. Might mess around with the tire pressures a little bit, but we're out here having a good time. Perfect weather, beautiful day. So I'll pick the camera back up for round 2 and we'll see who we're paired up with next. All right guys, so we're in the staging lanes for first round of 8th mile bracket. I pulled a chip, got lined up right next to my buddy Mitch with the 131. So we're gonna see how these 2 bikes stack up against each other. I dialed in a 728, he dialed in an 820, so he's gonna lead before me. I'm gonna have to chase him down. So hopefully I can cut a perfect light without red lighting, and it'd be a fair race at the finish line. So I'm gonna pop the GoPro on the bike, and we'll see you guys at the finish line. Stay tuned. All right guys, so I took the W on that one as well. We went a 731 and I dialed in a 728, so that was like spot on. That was perfect. So the Road Glide performed well in the 8th mile race. My bike definitely shines 8th mile because I have 154 foot-pounds of torque and 128 horsepower. So when I'm running these high horsepower bikes on the top end, after the 8th mile, my bike's pretty much done. It pretty much peters out. So this bike's definitely built for 8th mile racing. Absolutely stoked with how this new 128 kit runs for what little is done to the bike. If you guys haven't watched my channel, make sure you guys go back and watch the last couple videos. I did a full build breakdown on this bike and show you guys exactly what modifications this bike does have. Right now we're sitting at a stage 3 128 cubic inch motor with the stock heads, and we have a SNS 475 C cam, which is a small cam for a 128, and we have a fuel moto jackpot 2-in-1 tuned on a Dynojet Power Vision, tuned by Racy's Harley in Lapeer, Michigan. Moving on to round 2 in both classes. Coming right up is going to be round 2 of quarter-mile bracket, and then round 2 of eighth-mile bracket right after that. So I'll see you guys back on the track. Alright guys, so as you can see here, in the second round of quarter-mile bracket racing, I lost. He ran a 10:17 to my 11:57. I dialed in 11:51, so as you can see in the video, I don't know if you can tell, but I wheelied really bad on that pass. Definitely left a little too heavy, and I had to feather it, so I lost some ET there, but I picked it up on the back half at 115 miles an hour. But yeah, just lost fair and square on that one. As you can see in the video, he came around me like I was standing still. That's the difference between a low 10-second bike and a mid 11-second bike. So overall, it was fun. You know, it's fun competing against these lightweight, stretched out, you know, crotch rockets against my 1,000-pound Harley. Can't complain. I'm out here having fun. It's a good time. We still have 8th mile racing next, and hopefully go rounds in that. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you can see from that one, we took the win against that CBO Road King. I went 745 in the 8th to my dial-in was a 728, so I ended up letting out because I looked over and saw that I was out front, so I went ahead and let out just to make sure I didn't break out. But this bike definitely shines in the 8th mile, guys. So now we're going on to the semifinals next. Not sure what I'm going to be up next to yet. I got to go ahead and do my chip draw, and then I'll pick the camera up and let you guys know what we are running next. Stay tuned. dialed in a 740 and I went a 727. I upped my dial in from the last race because I spun really bad, so I wanted to have a buffer. But because this bike I was racing was that CRF 450, super fast, consistent, light bike, and I just wanted to make sure I gave myself enough buffer. But unfortunately, I broke out and I lost in the semifinals today against the CRF 450 drag bike. All right, guys, so we were back at home in the garage, got the Road Glide unloaded from the trailer, and what a great day it was over at Lapeer International Dragway in Lapeer, Michigan. Had a blast racing in the Harleys versus the World event today. What a great day of racing. The weather was perfect. The air temp was great. The track was super sticky, as you can see in the videos, and the bike performed well. Now, just to close out the video here, as you guys can see, it was a bracket racing style event. It wasn't a heads up event. I could have entered in the heads up class, but I just don't have enough power to compete with those bikes that were in the heads up class. Those were like low 9-second bikes, and I'm 1150s bike, so I have no chance. So it's not even worth the money to enter the class just to give my money away. So the Road Glide did good. As you can see in the video, I got out in the semifinals of the 8th mile class and then the second round of the quarter mile class. I gave it all she had, and unfortunately I didn't have enough, and the bike was not consistent enough to run bracket racing this weekend. As you can see, my times were all over the map, anywhere from 1150s to 1170s in the quarter, and then averaged around 720s in the 8th. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate all your support on the channel. Stay tuned for the next couple videos. I have a couple more updates coming to the Road Glide, as well as introducing my new toy to the channel. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss it. This thing here is not your average Mustang, and I will get into it and do a full build breakdown on that car for you guys when I introduce it to the channel here in the next upcoming video. So stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss that. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.